Here we go, part two, second part. Gotta put those gloves on. Got these for 5 pairs of underwear. Needed that underwear and auctioning my old underwear. Gonna put them in the backpack. And time to put in. So $13 and got 20 pairs. So now I'm good to go. 20 pairs, 20 pairs, 20 pairs of value pack, 20 pairs of socks. Men's crew socks. It could be men, women, you know, got that 50-50, whatever the case may be, you know. Playing that androgynous rainbow dragon. Thank you, workers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, cashier workers, and the firefighters, and all those LOVE for the workers of the Collective North American Civilization. Gonna stack them up in here. Stack. And let's see, got those in the backpacks. Now the backpack's a bit on the heavy side because I got a little bit of sweets by $3. So now it's more than 44 pounds for sure, more than 44 pounds. And we're gonna put it on and ready to rock and roll here from back to my headquarters. But we're gonna do a little bit of snake circle around the bow. So that's what I got, you know. Spend a little bit of dollar, but I need it. Now I'm good for the winter, so I can throw my old ones away. Cause got some socks. Oh yeah, I got heavy now, heavier than it was before, you know. So gotta put it on the backpack. Let's go. And now we're gonna put those gloves, and there we go. Got the backpack on. Backpack heavy, tight. It's locked. Let's see. Yep, safe, secure, and yep. LOV to the farmers, butchers, bakers, lakers. So now I'm good. I'm good for a few months. You know, I got new underwear, much needed new underwear, because some of my oldies got started, so I can do a big cleaning. Yes, tomorrow another big cleaning, special cleaning all for the parallel 40th day, which is gonna end. Started it on December 25th, so 40-day journey. Gonna end on February 3rd, and parallel yesterday on the 20th, Trump inauguration, I commenced another 40-day ride journey to the mountain on the backpack for the dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom, LOV, to the butchers, the bakers. Gonna check my wallet. I paid cash, you know. It has some tax, and thought I was gonna get something low, but I calculated, and actually doing the calculation per unit, that was the best deal. Because I got 2 extras, so I got 5 underwears. So Monday to Friday for that work, then wash. Put one to wash on the Monday. Gonna get for the 5 days, and I'm gonna keep some of my old ones which I didn't wear for the weekend, and unless I get some money, and I'm gonna buy for the weekend ones as well. That's what it is, and that's what I gotta get doing, you know. So that's what it is with yours truly, a little bit of a shopping. Always gonna say again, my gratitude is in part 1. This is the second part for that January 21st Dragon vs. Trump special edition. Always gotta do that gratitude, grateful, thankful, you know. Rent paid, electricity bill paid, and look at that beautiful star. We're gonna go check. How in the red I am in the backpack on that red, and always gotta say a little bit of gratitude and grateful, thankful that my rent's paid, you know, electricity bill's paid, and got food, got coffee, and I'm always open for business 24/7, you know. Independent artist, athlete, philosopher, geopolitical, theoretical, analyst, and theorist. We're gonna scunge a little bit different, you know. I said I was gonna go to the mountain, but I changed my mind. I guess tomorrow I'm gonna go to the mountain, because we went on the mountain Friday. So how many seconds I got? I got 10 seconds, 9, 8. I guess I got plenty of time to cross 5 seconds, but time flies. So 3, 2, 1, 0. Made it just in time. Sometimes that's what you gotta do, and just rush a little bit, and that's what you see, the beautiful sunset here from Hog Island, Montreal. Encouraging all the working out, training, exercising. Part 2, same day, today, January 21st. Parallel 40-day journey, ongoing. Finished yesterday, the 44-day ride from December 7th till yesterday. And of course, I'm gonna get another one. I started another one, parallel 40-day rights journey until February 3rd from December 25th. So this is another one, 2 ongoing now, parallel the same ride. And of course, it's gonna end when it ends, or February something, and gotta get that rock and roll for the truckers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks, and encouraging all the workout, training, exercise. And how many truckers on the road, XYZ, with bacon, with cheese, with socks, socks, and those socks were imported actually. I always check, where the provenance, the origin, country of origin, and whatever the case may be, but I didn't see any made in Canada or the US. I didn't see any made in Canada or the US. I checked all, and the special price that there weren't any. I wonder if we are able to do them in Quebec, Canada, Montreal. What is the price will we be able to do them? Just in theoretics. I think we are able, but from theory to practice, manufacturing and socks, I got 20 pairs. 20 pairs for $10. So that's 50 cents a pair. If you do the fraction cost per unit, so I got 50 cents per pair. 50 cents, I got 50 cents, 50 cents. 50 cents each pair of socks. Of course, there were other more expensive socks. Way more expensive. Some were really pricey. Some socks were like a few dollars just each. You would come by, like I saw, for a few bucks, for like 3 pairs for 12, so that's $4 a unit. So I paid 50 cents. Of course, quality and quantity, you got a vice versa. Quality, quantity, quality. But today, my financial situation, although I'm worth trillions, with body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. The body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. The body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. The body is a pleasure for pleasure and purpose. And you see the beautiful star, beautiful blue sky. Although financially stressed, I gotta give a little bit LOV to that bright star there. Bright star. Where's Scorpio at? Scorpio, I'm gonna position where's Orion, or maybe later on. Now it's not that visible, so only a few stars, because now the sunset is ongoing, red and rising, red and setting. Sun, my Publik and shines now every second. There's a sunrise, there's a sunset every second, there's a sunset and a sunrise every second, there's a sunset and a sunrise every second. There's a sunset and a sunset and a sunrise, and we gotta get it on the go, for the east, for the west, for the north, for the south, for this Quebec or Canadian North American who was born in the USA 3 times in previous past life. Watch it, because it's slidey, slippery on that black guy. It's gotta put a little bit of here, you gotta put up some salt. It's not that big of a deal. Today is Tuesday, but still, for prudence, for safety, it's better if we salt it up, for senior citizens, and not to slip for the youth, you can slip and fall. So we got that condition now. It's of course a cold day on that COLD, coldest day yet for this winter, for this January, for the 2024-2025 winter began 22nd of December, 21st, 22nd. That solstice, sun is shining, sun is setting here in Montreal, Hawk Island, Quebec, but somewhere in the world it's rising. So wherever there's a sunset, parallel at the same time, there's a sunrise. So it's always sunset, always sunrise, always sunset, always sunrise, always sunset, always sunrise. So there's always a sunset and a sunrise. There's always a sunset and a sunrise. There's always a sunset and a sunrise. So beautiful sunset though. Grateful, thankful, carpe diem it every day. Bless, blah blah blah. Help, support, build the forgotten goddess GODDSS temple. The forgotten goddess temple. The forgotten goddess temple. The forgotten goddess temple. The forgotten goddess GODDSS. SS, goddess, GODDESS, forgotten goddess temple, the forgotten goddess temple, and the North American People's Imperial Coliseum, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum on the Canadian-US border. That's my will to build. And the pyramid, scarlet crimson, house of the dragon, house of the dragon, house of the dragon. That's my will to build, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum and the House of the Dragon, right here from Montreal, Hawk Island, HAWK. Grateful, thankful, my rent's paid, electricity bills paid, got food and coffee, and encouraging all to work out, train, exercise. And right here, how many gonna get those with consent, and hygiene? My main message has been, is, and will be: hug like you never hugged before today. 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 That's the main message. HUG, hug like you never hugged before. With consent, don't start hugging random individual in the streets, because that's not what I said. It's with consent. I wish I could afford a massage therapy session. You know what? Millionaires, billionaires, finance, the firefighters, public workers, thank you for picking up the garbage. Big rainbow dragon hugs, LOV. Those who pick up the garbage, the compost, the recycling, the compost, the garbage. There are athletes also. The bakers, the butchers, the nurses, firefighters, train conductors, grocery store clerks, all involved in the production, distribution of food, FOOD, in the production, distribution of food, the food production, the bakers, the nurses, those in the warehouses stacking up cheeseburgers, hamburgers on the fast food, LOVE, give them some pay raises. Mayonnaise, billionaires, don't be so selfish, give some charity. I'm not totally selfless, I lust. As a matter of fact, I got a little bit less lustful earlier. I slipped, but I didn't fall. I slipped, but I didn't fall. Sing my song, may I be that avenged, that 11-fold. Bury me with Papa Crowley up in New Jersey. May I be avenged, that 11-fold. Bury me up in New Jersey, up in Papa Crowley. May I be avenged, that 11-fold. Bury me with Papa Crowley up in that New Jersey. So here we are, gotta be watching for black ice, you know, and it's good if we put some salt. Public workers are over here, they're gonna have to do work, you know. Takes that salt, takes that grain, and takes that brain and that muscle, you know. It takes the salt and it takes the sand. Oh, I see some, so there was applied some, I see some. Kind of break it down a little bit, so there's just maybe it needs a little bit more, but public workers nonetheless. Send some LOV to those who collect those garbage collectors, the public sanitation workers, their athletes also. Please, NFL, National Football League, NFL, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB. Please give them a raise. Give them a raise and give them NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB. Give them some free tickets. Give them some free tickets, and please, please, please reduce the costs of the tickets by 44.9%, by 44.9%, by 44.9%. Turn your head left and right when you cross the street for added prudence and the security dimension. Turn your heads left and right for added prudence and the security dimension. I say turn your heads left and right, and encouraging all the workout trend exercise on this part 2, second freestyle. You know, we gotta get that freestyle. Overtime, every time, freestyle on the go, you know, it's freestyle, rock and roll always. This Aspie artist, athlete, philosopher is that holy trinity of what's called special interest for people who are neurodivergent like myself, who are, it's not a mental illness, it is a neurological mental divergent condition which makes me predisposed to obsessive interest, and those obsessive interests revolve around, of course, geopolitics 24/7, being an independent geopolitical theoretical honest and theorist, and geopolitical honest and theorist and artist, you know, artist and athlete and philosopher, you know. That's what I gotta get, that LOV, and that's what I gotta get doing with that, you know. I gotta check how much in the minus is with that, and gotta get it for the toes, and gotta get it for my DGA to the dancing goddess army and the forgotten goddess. So I'm just gonna drop some garbage here. Gotta get it, check how much I'm in the minus. I'm gonna enter here. Let's see. So I'm in the red minus, but my rent's paid, electricity bills paid, got food and coffee, you know. I'll check the other one. Check the other one, let's see. See, I got February 4th, I got $10,000 in debt, so I can take out a 20, I guess. Should I take out let's take a little bit of that 20. See, you gotta take a little bit of that. So I can take a 20 out, I guess I'm gonna take a 20, you know. Because I paid for the socks, paid for the underwear. That's what I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna take a 20. basically what I spent on the underwear and the socks. So the rest I'm gonna keep for emergency. So I'll get almost 50-50 in case of an emergency. So in the red, $10,000 in debt. In the red, $10,000 in debt. In the red, $10,000 in debt. But hey, rent's paid, electricity bill's paid. You know, that's it. Gotta go. Check it out, man. Gotta go. Gotta go. And that's what it is with that. And here we are at the RBC, Royal Bank of Canada. In the red. But grateful, thankful, my rent's paid, electricity bill's paid, got food and coffee, and that's all we gotta do with that. And that's all we gotta get doing, you know. It's something which we gotta get on that star. And sometimes we gotta just proceed, you know, with gratitude and being joyful, even if financially stressful. We gotta carpe diem it every day. Since I died of COVID, you know, that's how I live it. I thought I was gonna die. It was like death, pestilence, and disease. It was like death, pestilence, and disease. It was like death, pestilence, and disease, you know, for yours truly. So that's how I do live it since then. Since I died of COVID, it's carpe diem it every day. I carpe diem it every day, you know. So having that it's carpe diem, you know, is something which I gotta be mindful of that fact, you know, because it's something that is money, and our definition of money, although I'm wealthy, rich, affluent, in kisses first and foremost, laying the foundations for the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom with kisses first and foremost, and then kisses by the trillions of kisses, to lay out those trillions of kisses, and gotta get that XYZ, you know. So trillions of kisses, and gotta kiss, gotta hug. I can clean, I can cook, I can beg, I can be of service. The Dragon Army Initiative is service, security, and defense only. All come to join us, the great here new, the great North American Collective, the great North American Civilizational Complex, the great North American Civilizational Complex of North America, and all come to join us. A new kingdom, first kingdom empire, laid foundations by trillions of kisses, created from the forgotten goddess, starlit heaven, bear me with Papa Crowley up in New Jersey, Hamptons. A third of me sent to the city of the pyramids. I roamed in the past life, and a third of me right there on Mount Royal, one of the three peaks of the mountain. You see the mountain peaks. We're miles and kilometers away though from the mountain, which we can see from here. Very far off. We're far off from the mountain, so I don't know where those 3Gs, 4G, 5Gs, you know, to keep a meditation on all the science tech of all the tracking, the super science technology, which in a parallel life, I'm an Aspi also. I have Asperger's as well, but there I'm a super scientist involved in the building of supercomputers, satellites, antennas, microchips, and all things to do with science and technology. So that's where we are, you know. Here we are, and grateful, thankful I survived COVID. COVID was like death, pestilence, and disease. It was like death, pestilence, and disease. That's how I felt when I had COVID. I thought I was gonna die. 5 years ago I'm gonna be marking 5 years in 2020, February, March 2020, when I got struck right in my underground room off September. I died there. I died. Nothing that I want to go back to. 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 I died there. I'm being reborn. With every march, every video, every day, every sunrise, every sunset, every midnight rock and roll masturbation. With every midnight rock and roll masturbation. Rainbow dragon, 50-50, androgynous, pansexual. I'm not looking, only friends with benefits only. Thanks for your understanding. Pledge your allegiance, thou art family, only friends with benefits only. Pledge your allegiance. Thanks for that understanding. Only friends with benefits only. Pledge your allegiance. Thou art family, only friends with benefits only. Pledge your allegiance, legions. Thou art family, hope we have an understanding, and that's how it is for the rock and roll with that. And gotta send some LOVE, non-sectarian, androgynous, pansexual, aspie, artist, athlete, philosopher, geopolitical theoretical, anesthetic, theorist, and mystic who has predicted the international conflagration which we're witnessing now across the world back in 2019 in October, November. So gonna send some LOV to these truckers preparing to go on their journey, stacking up some of those goods. All the truckers of Quebec, Canada, North America, LOV strippers, if they stop, please give them a discount today, Tuesday. Best to wait to go to strip clubs for I don't go myself, but of course, whatever the case might be, waiting for that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I guess, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday at best, even Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days a week, 3 days a week. Give them a discount. Give them a discount. The truckers, the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors, those flipping some hamburgers, cheeseburgers, some delivering some food, those working to deliver some food, with whatever the case, give them some raise, because of course the wages have increased. Let's get that North American collective workers party. 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 Let's get that North American collective workers party together, you know. Let's get that North American collective workers party. Let's get that for security. The body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. The body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. The body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. And see that truck number 44, truck number 44, truck number 44. And where he's gonna head, maybe all the way to the South California, maybe sending some LOV to the firefighters, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctor once again. Let's get that North American Collective Workers Party, please. NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB. Reduce the cost of the tickets by 44.9%. Reduce the cost of the tickets by 44.9%. 44.9% is my estimated calculation to keep at par with the prices which have increased over the past COVID times. And millionaires, billionaires give some charity, finance Wall Street, and billionaires finance the firefighters, a massage therapy session. Public workers will pick up the garbage, the compost, the recycling. We gotta get that North American Reclamation Workers Party, you know. We gotta get that North American Reclamation Workers Party, you know. We gotta get that North American Reclamation Workers Party, you know. We gotta get that North American Workers Party reclamation, and we gotta get it on the drill with that, and that's what we gotta get doing, you know. So that's what we gotta get doing, a little bit of that work, overtime, every time, working for years, independent work, and we gotta get on that solutions, you know. Sometimes solutions, my DRT theory best, as I discussed just in the first video. This is the second part, and I'm gonna probably revise, do a little bit of revision of it now. Debt refusion theory for the creation of the University Exchange Unit. We're gonna take all the public-private debt. We're gonna convert all the public-private debt of Canada, including my $10,000, to the US dollars. We're gonna add it with the US or Canada first, foremost, then preferably at the same time binational, like the establishment of the NHL and the PVHL. We're gonna take all the public-private debt and create the UE. By the value of the US dollar, create the new currency for North American Collective. Take all the public-private debt and finance and with that money is gonna be the initial money supply for a new bank. All the public-private debt and the money in circulation, we're gonna create the UE. U dot universal, E dot exchange, U dot unit. U dot universal, E dot exchange, U dot unit. U dot universal, E dot exchange, U dot unit. The universal exchange unit. So we're gonna create the universal exchange unit. And of course create the UE, the Universal Exchange. We're going to rebuild the North American civilizational complex, rebuild North America, the infrastructure, the building. We're going to build 44 tunnels, build 44 tunnels. We're going to construct and build 44 tunnels across the collective North American complex, across North America. Those tunnels, 44 of them, are going to be inspired by the building of the headquarters of the NORAD institution organization, and going to be inspired by the Cheyenne Mountain complex and the Montreal Underground Village. And those 44 tunnels, we're going to stack them up with food, with goods, in case of a thermonuclear war. We're gonna stack them up with foods and goods in case of a thermonuclear war. In case of a thermonuclear war, we're gonna stack them up with foods and goods and sardines. That's what we're gonna be doing. So it's time to get something done. It's time to get something done, and that's all it is with that. And that's how we're gonna get doing. And I do. You know, I'm also a philosopher, thinker, but I'm also LOVE, physical activity and doer. It takes the thinkers, the philosopher, but also the doers. The doers, you know. So my healing has required action and was depressed, suicidal, across Canada, coast to coast, 2017. August and September. August went to BC, British Columbia, Vancouver. And then, of course, from British Columbia, Vancouver, came, of course, all the way. And back in September 2017, went to Halifax, Nova Scotia. So that event made me establish a strong esprit de corps with my fellow Canadians. Made me have and establish a strong esprit de corps with my fellow Canadians. Made me have and establish a strong esprit de corps with my fellow Canadians, and consider Quebecers, Canadians, North Americans family. And I believe in reincarnations, and I was born in the USA 3 times, both 70, 76. Twice as a man, once as a woman. You get that 50-50 now. Androgynous, pansexual, artist, athlete, philosopher, geopolitical, theoretical, analyst, and theorist, and mystic. Encouraging all to work out, train, exercise, and working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will be my medicine and therapy of choice. Will be my medicine and therapy of choice. And here I gotta be prudent when I cross the streets. Turn my head left and right. You know. It's better you cross prudent here at the corner than over there. It's less safe because you don't have the angle to see. So if you are stuck there, just be mindful that there is more dangerous to cross. As a citizen advice, because now I'm in the public, I got added responsibilities, duties, and obligations. So let's say you come through there and you go there and then you cross there, but it's better here because then you have the angle to see all the way there. While if you're there, you can't see due to the curb, you don't have the angle to see which car is here. So the vision is more, you don't have the same line of sight. So that's, and myself, I gotta check my eyes. Also, I gotta check my eyes because, you know, my vision is, of course, not that I can see well from afar. See, like, I don't see the writings there now. I see blurred, almost like light, so I can't make out what it is. And now I can see more and more. So I think I have to check my vision. I have very good vision. Paradoxically, on the mountain in the dark, in the night, maybe because I know it more instinctually. But from close by, maybe just my eyes are different. Like, see, like that billboard. So I can't really, even that cone, like when I get really close, yeah. But so I think I have to, for distance, gotta check with the optometrist, but I have good sight. It's hard to explain. Like almost like I go kind of blind sometimes, but I see. I go kind of blind sometimes, but I see. Sometimes I go kind of blind, but I see anyways. So now the DRT, debt refusion treaty, we must do it because we pay again 46.5 billion, the amount of interest which we pay on the debt. Public-private partnership with the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, my dream. The dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, my dream for the North American collective civilizational complex. The dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom is fundamentally a call for a public-private partnership, a PPP, across the North American civilizational collective. That is fundamentally what it is. A call for a public-private partnership. When I say pledge your allegiance to our family, I mean it 100%. And my dream, the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, the first empire to be founded, lay the foundations first and foremost with 718 trillions of kisses. 718 trillions of kisses, 718 trillions of kisses. Some push-ups, lots of defense. We're gonna play that defense. Security service, coast to coast, ocean to ocean. We're gonna play that defense. Security service, coast to coast, ocean to ocean. We're gonna play that defense. Security service, coast to coast, ocean to ocean. So that's how we gotta get doing with that. And that's how we gotta get doing. So that's how we gotta get must. So it is what it is, and that's what we gotta get on to do, you know. So it's something which we gotta be doing, and some things which we have to acknowledge. Here in Montreal, HAWK, that's the mountain, Mount Royal, the peaks, three-peaked mountain system. Three-peaked mountain system, the three-peaked mountain system. Of course, the three-peaked mountain system, which of course Mount Royal is my second home, and in this life and in another. And sometimes, you know, gotta have that gratitude. It says minus 13 now. It said minus 12 before, so it's dropping by a few. Cold day. I'm on the move, so I'm gonna be able to clock in a few hours. And I know I changed my mind. I'm not gonna go to the mountain today, although I could, but I'm just gonna clock in more than 4 hours, you know, working out, training, exercising. That's gonna be it. Roundabout the city. So you can see downtown core area, Montreal now. Support the DRT, Debt Refusion Theory, for the creation of the UE is the only solution. DRT, Debt Refusion Theory, to create the universal exchange, and it is the only solution, brothers and sisters. As I go on the move now, and encouraging all the workout, train, exercise, and hug like you never hugged before. And I got that joy, you know. I'm joyous just when I exercise and I march. I bust a dance move. It's marching dances. I bust a dance move. Marching dances. I bust a dance move. Choreography. Love dancing is my favorite sport, and I just saw somebody dancing a bit, busting some dance moves. Right, busting some dance moves. How are we gonna go by here this time? Change a little bit, you know. Sometimes I guess we need to get that change, and we're gonna go by the side there, by the side. So anybody wills that I go up and down these stairs, imagine all the work we need to redo. Down the stairs I go. Anybody want to finance? I go up and down these stairs for Dragon versus Trump. 300 times Dragon versus Trump. 300 times I go up and down, and I guess I can do a little bit of exercise. I got those out in the backpack. I got those gloves. Gotta send some LOV to the firefighters, to the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors, the truckers, those flipping some hamburgers, cheeseburgers, those in the hotels, motels. Give them some raise. Wall Street, please reduce the costs. NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, please reduce the cost of the tickets. The tickets by 44.9%. See, in other videos we were on the other side parallel. And you know, although with Asperger's I have routines and ritualized routines, I don't mind sometimes just changing, although it's still part of my routine, because I march, so that's considered marching, dancing, and busting a dance move, and marching to work out, and working out, training, exercising, and this march being a workout, training, exercising, and that's what I do, you know. So that's part of it on the go. So sometimes you just gotta be aware and change and see how many, just in this Montreal Hawk Island, how many things I haven't seen, how many things to explore, to do, you know. So that's what I'm going now. I'm going on west, saluting the truckers again and the firefighters. They say that they're looking for that, hiring there. It says nous embauchons. I'm just gonna take here nous embauchons and maybe come check out, because I'm open for business, and I'm just gonna check the number out. Reception info Lewitts, Levitts, Canada, or 514-3. I'm gonna call tomorrow morning, 367-1654. 514-367-1654. 514-367-1654. I applied to lots of different works, but that's what it is with that, and gotta get it for the work, you know. So to get that work, if there's work, I work. I love working, actually. I just love working. And oh yeah, on the other side also, I think that's the same number. So let me go check. They're hiring, because I've applied to different jobs, and I had many jobs during COVID, you know. That's what it is. Salutations for the workers. And I love red is my favorite color. So Reception Lewis 362 or something like that. So I guess if they're hiring, I'm gonna check, you know. But my condition, neurodivergence, Asperger's, HFA, high functioning autism, I had a lot of jobs, and I actually love working. It's just I love working. I really love my jobs during COVID. But Asperger's, people with Asperger's, we suffer that misunderstandings a lot because it's conflated and co-equated, confused with mental illness. Or it's in certain things I am less able, and in certain things there's kind of a, like if you say like a disability, but it's not that it is a disability overall. It's just we Aspies are less able in social circumstances and certain societal norms, certain social dynamics, which our neurodivergent brains is more difficult. LOV, the first responders, ambulance drivers, LOV to them, LOVE, love hugs to them, and that's what it is, you know. It's just neurodivergence. It's something more, a tiny minority, right? It's only 0.44% of the population which have it, less than 1%. So it's less than 1 out of 300, less than 1 out of 300, less than 1 out of 300. So that's what it is. And Asperger's, it's not a mental illness. It is a neurological mental divergent condition, which makes Aspies, people like myself with Asperger's, super focused, super intense, super concentrated when we're involved in those areas of activities, civilization, whether like myself it's geopolitics, sports and fitness. Dancing is my favorite sport, so it's basically one thing. Dance, fitness and sports is part of sports and fitness, right? Dancing is a sport for myself, at least, dancing. And rock and roll, so I can go in rock and roll trances, just freestyle rock and roll for hours. I can go in geopolitical studies and analysis also for a long elongated time. I can spend hours and hours and don't even realize that I spent just 5 hours intensely, and then I'm thirsty. I get thirsty. I say, oh my god, why I'm so thirsty? I just realized that I spent 5 hours in just analyzing, reading and studying daily geopolitical events, because geopolitical events occur daily. So studying, analyzing geopolitical events on the daily, then doing revisions, then doing historical analysis, then reading more politics history, because it's integrated economics and geopolitics. So I can spend hours and hours and hours just concentrated, focused on those areas. And I specialize in 20th century geopolitics, 20th century geopolitics, and 20th century geopolitics, and 20th century geopolitics. So the bridge, because I see this bridge, thank you public workers, between my world, neurodivergent world, and the neurotypical world has to be built. And yes, the misunderstandings, and I made a lot of friends in the past 7+ years, friends with benefits only now. Aspies, we can be pretty direct, pretty straightforward, even raw to a certain degree. We can seem abrasive or offensive. We don't mean to be abrasive, offensive, but we don't mean to be abrasive, offensive, abrasive, or offensive. We don't mean to be abrasive nor offensive. It's just and we can say sorry, we feel empathy, compassion, but we show it by action. And you know, always, if I can do something for others, friends with benefits only, pledge your allegiance, legions. But there's bridges to be built between the neurodivergent world, like myself, and the neurotypical world, because I'm part of a minority, and it's a new thing, you know, kind of newly diagnosed, more aware, but again, it's not a mental illness. It just makes us predisposed. And like I said, with obsessive, I don't use the word obsessive. Obsessive is something which is for somebody more on the negative side, right? An obsession more is negative, but it's special, focused, concentrated interest. And sometimes I spend hours and hours and hours daily just in geopolitics, and I get thirsty. And I say, why am I getting so thirsty? Then I realized, I checked the time. I say, oh my gosh, since from 8 o'clock till 1 or past 1, I just did geopolitics analysis, different news outlets of the day, overseas outlets, what they're reporting, what CNN is reporting, Fox, contrasting left, right, and center geopolitical events, revising laws, legislation in the past. So that's just how I am, because that's my special focused interest, geopolitics. Parallel with sports and fitness, dancing being my favorite sport, and dancing being my favorite fitness activity, and rock and roll. That's my trinity. I can add a fourth dimension to that, LOV, you know. My fourth dimension is my weird sexuality. I'm not looking specifically for anything or anything like that. I'm pretty happy, joyous, you know. I have a, I guess, healthy masturbation with my little androgynous clit, dick clit. You get that 50-50, man, woman, androgynous 50-50. Double flood. Manhood, womanhood, Adrian Hanna Dragon. Name Adrian Hanna Dragon, you name Adrian Hanna Dragon. You know, so it's the kingdom, the dancing goddess in the dragon kingdom, laying the foundations for the public-private partnership. Build, let's help support, build my dream, the forgotten goddess, GODDESS, because SS, goddess, because I created my survival to the forgotten goddess. I created my survival to the forgotten goddess. I created my survival to the forgotten goddess, you know, forgotten goddess. I created my survival for the forgotten goddess. That's my survival, forgotten goddess. And of course, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum on the Canadian-US border, and the pyramid, scarlet, crimson. That's scarlet and crimsons are shades of red to build the House of the Dragon and the Forgotten Goddess Temple and the Rainbow People's Palace. The DRT theory is the only solution. My debt refusion theory paradoxically come out of me being cursed with Asperger's, HFA, and the CIT, Citizen Integration Theory, DRT, Debt Fusion Theory, DFT, Democratic Fusion Theory, and that's another trinity of theories to be implemented, part of my dream. The Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Kingdom, encouraging all to work out, train, exercise, and working out, train, exercising has been, is, it will be my medicine and therapy of choice. Give some push-ups, give some hogs, give some squats, and you're still on the march, doing some squats mentally, doing some always geopolitics, rock roll for the truckers on the road. If I make a million, I'm gonna give that 50% half to my anonymous friend, who wasn't my friend because of the money, cause I never really had any. Got the weird that you see, got the weird that you be, got you weird that you me, got you weird that you see. On the X and Y and Z, on the X and Y and lead. For the kisses that's upset, for the kisses that's a lead. For the kisses that you said, for the kisses that you bet. I don't bet and I don't gamble. That's the rumble in the jungle. I and roam round about for the empire got the sounder. Nations clash and empires falter. Timpani but to thy dancer. Bury me with Papa Crowley up in New Jersey, that's the Hampton. 1/3 of me up in the city. Or the pyramids, 1/3 of me up in Mount Royal that you see. Aye, nations clash and empires falter. Timpani but to thy dancer. Bury me with Papa Crowley. Up in that you see. Bury me with Papa Crowley up in that New Jersey. 1/3 of me up in Mount Royal. Bury me with Papa Crowley. Aye, nations clash and empires falter. Bury 1/3 of me up in New Jersey, Hampton. 1/3 of me up in Mount Royal. 1/3 of me up in the Egypt, Cairo with the pyramids. Yeah, so we gotta get on the go. Encouraging all to work out, train, exercise, and I applied for many jobs, had many jobs, but you know, the neurodivergence and Asperger's was sometimes short-lived, you know, there's a lot of misunderstandings, and I guess I would Aspies with me, you gotta be, I'm speaking myself as an individual Aspie, neurodivergent, but generally we have common characteristics. They're not symptoms. We have common characteristics. They're not really symptoms, because symptoms is more of a mental illness. It's just the characteristics and manifestations of the characteristics of this neurodivergent mental psychic condition known as Asperger's HFA, which can vary from individual to individual in intensity and levels of those manifestations of those characteristics. But myself with those special interests, yes, super focused, super intense, and they preoccupied in a routine-like ritualized manner. They preoccupy in a routine-like ritualized manner my daily activity. Somebody gotta sing for the boys and girls in blue. Somebody gotta sing for the boys and girls in blue. Nobody is perfect. That includes that me and you. Somebody gotta sing for the boys and girls in blue. Ain't nobody perfect. That includes me and you. I done did my criminal redemption. God has did my criminal redemption. God has saved me. God has saved me. God has saved me. I done did my criminal redemption. God has saved me so you see. God has saved me so you be. On the lookout that you see. On the lookout so you see. On the lookout so you be. On the lookout so you D. On the lookout so you key. That's the key. That's the harmony you see. That's the harmony you D. For the D's and D's and B's, where the honey there's trees, that you know I see the seeds. For you know another sea, don't you see the harmony? For you be up in the leaves, trees, that you see up in the seas, that you see up in the leaves, that you see up in the trees, for you see the stars. And you know I got alarmed. Hey, another song, for you see the stars, another song that's rock and roll, and the truckers on the road, for you know you see them pop and hop and go, pop and hop, and so you know that's another freestyle, rainbow dragon that you sow, rainbow dragon that you know, for another holiday they see, for another holiday you be, on another here too. On another here too. On another here sees. On another that you be. On another that you read. For you me you see the Caesar. For you know you see the Caesar. Caesar, please. I don't live my Cillian. By an episode so that you be. So that you be so I can see you. On another that you see. For the belt of in the honey, for the belt of in the lobby, for the belt of in another, that you see for the brother, and the sister, and that rainbow dragon rock and roller, that's a freestyle as I go, for you know, what to behold, for the left or right to see, for the left or right you be, for another sing up in the harmonies, for another singer, and another melody, that you sing it out with me, and another sing a song you see, and another sing along you be, another sing along you see, another sing along you D, another sing along the free, another sing along you see, another sing along you be, another sing along you see, another sing along you be, another sing along you see, another sing along you D. Hey, gotta do. Gotta be freestyle, that's the harmony. Freestyle, that's the you and me. Freestyle, that's the you and C. Freestyle, that's the you and me. Freestyle, that's the you and C. Freestyle, that's the you and me. Freestyle, that's the you and C. Freestyle, that's the you and me. Up in the harmony, up in the sense.